So I've gone through another pass this morning because last night we actually got hit with a storm, and I've just gone through and very nice edge right across. So what's happened now is because I haven't done some edging in a while, I've actually forgot to bump and had one come out, so I'm going to open that up and see what's inside. I've only had it for one day, and it only takes, in Aussie terms, 2 millimeters. According to instructions, it can go up to 2.4 millimeter line. So I'm just going to open this up and show you what's inside it. Okay. So because I have been working for a while, that is a little bit warm, but it's not too bad to touch. It's not bad at all. I've taken out the battery for safety purposes. Now to change it, we've got to, there's like little clips there. Got to hold that side and that side in, and the mechanism will pop out. So by pressing that, see, nice and simple, mechanism has come out. Now this is the original line that came with it. So as you can see there, there's a few little complicated parts. Didn't come with much line, but these could hold up to 6 meters of 2 mil line, probably about between 4 and 5 if you go to the max 2.4. Clearly shows instructions of which way to line. I will be getting some more spool later, so let's see how that works. So all I need to do here is grab the extra spool that we have here. So as you can see, it's a bump feed mechanism when you press it. So as I'm getting out, it lifts up because there'll be spring. Just rotate that across to pull out some extra line. Make sure I'm pulling on both sides, so I've got an even spread as so. So I'll just do that a few times, as you can see in the mechanism in there. So that should be, this is very sturdy, being metal parts. I've worked with others where they're plastic and they've broken, so very happy with that at the moment. But with the standard line that it comes from, as I said, they're only just like inkjet printers. You know, they give you half an inkjet printing, so you could buy some more money, spend more money on it. So let's see. Let's get some more in there. Just give me a second while I just go. Okay, so I've taken it out and I actually don't have much line left at all. As you can see there, there's not many parts to go with it. So what I might need to do is pop down to my local Bunnings store. What I'm going to do is actually pick up probably some thicker line to do it, because that's not much left at all. And don't forget, I've only had this since yesterday, so less than 24 hours. I've only done one edge of trimming, only done not many bumps to extend it. As I said, it's probably just a preload to go through. I'm very happy, as I said, so I'm going to go to the shops, pick up some line. It's going to be a bit of a warm day, so let's quickly have a look underneath there. So as you can see, very nice and simple. So let's pop down to the shops, grab some more line and hit it again. Okay, so I've gone out, went to Bunnings. In Australia, like your Home Depot or Lowe's type equivalent. Went to the maximum according to the instructions, 2.4 mil line. So this is how we're going to add the line to the trimmer base. So we'll just take that off. Very nice. So let's quickly have a look how it works. So what happens with the bump feed, because you've got this, as you can see by the spring, is when you bump it, it pushes it up, and because of this force, it spins around and locks back into place. Hence the extension on the bump feed. So making sure, so when you bump it, up, turns, out. So I'm just going to open up some lines. So it says 6 meters on 2 mil. I'm going to probably do about 4 or 5 because of thickness, and I'll quickly show you how to. So I'm going to cut this up and back in a sec. Alright, so I've got my line, and the easiest way is to halve it. And what you see the indent there. Usually some people, when you look at the line, it says wind cord. Some people will go double. What I found is when I wind it up doing it this way, that it's hard like if you let go, both will loosen up. So the trick to that is spend a bit of extra time, and it takes less than an extra minute to do it. So let's get my line here. Let's find the halfway mark. That's my starting point, my halfway mark. Okay. So make sure I wind it up. So what I'll do is I'll wind up one side. So I'll lock that one in there. So as you can see, it locks in, and I'll just wind up this side, making sure there's tension, because you need the tension. Because if you lose the tension on it, and then it all, just like when you're going fishing, it would all spool up, and then as you know, and then it all mumbles up. So you don't want that. So keep some tension on it, just like your bait caster. Got a bit of sun at the moment, so what I'm going to do is just quickly move into the shade. Okay, so back in the shade now because I've got the sun coming out. So I'm going to wind it, making sure there is tension on the spool. Sorry guys, a bit fiddly there for a second, so give me a second there, sorry about that. Just gonna wind that up. Once it's all wind up, actually I should have done the bottom first. I'm just going to hold tension there because I need to lock it into one of those, so I've stuffed up, so I should have done the bottom first because it would have been easier to lock it in. I think I might have a bit too much spool here, but let's see how we go. So locked in there, locked in there. So nice and simple. Let's see how it goes. I might have a bit too much there, but I'm going to see how it goes. Next part is very simple. Just goes in there like so, and the best thing, it's already locked in. So what I've got to do, so if that's already locked in, get this spool out so you can unlock it, put it in there, and with this one same, make sure there's tension, unlock it and put it through there. That is it. This is probably one of the easiest mechanisms. I've seen others where, like the cheaper brands, it's out and you've got to hold it with 2 or 3 hands. This is very, very simple, because the next part is even simpler. Just lock it in. So bring that across to show you. So line up, see the grooves here. That's where the mechanisms go. Spring goes in like so. Done. That is the respooling. So the big test is making sure it's all clipped in. Pull it, make sure you've got some tension on that. Yep, so it's working. Tension, and then I'm going to start it up and see how we go. So back in a second. Okay, now I've just re-spooled with 2. Alright, here's a bit of a torture test on my Victa 80-volt trimmer. I've just replaced the spool with a 2.4mm line now, so max gauge line that I can use. So I'm going to go through this and let's see how it goes. It's pretty thick, as you can see, some pretty thick weeds in there, thick grass. Just want to see how it works. So push the button. Now this is the Aussie model, so we don't have 2 speeds compared to the US model. So that says it's on. Press the safety trigger and off I go. Let's go, see how it works. thinking that's doing a very good job. Look at that. So I'm going to go and finish it off. I don't think you want to see that. Do a bit more up here. Got some thicker stuff here. So, and again, haven't done a bump feed yet. So I did feed it correctly. I thought actually, to my previous clip, I overdid it, but with the line, but no, I haven't. Yep. Now that looks like passion fruit vine. So I couldn't cut through that passion fruit vine, a bit thick there, but everything else, still going well.